What's up, everyone? Good morning. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. Can you guys believe that was Wednesday already? Okay, so today we're actually talking about something that happened to me on a core question I answered this morning, and the utter realization that I've been using so many excuses, and my thought process with that, how I came to that, and then some quick tips on how I'm going to move forward. This live is going to be super short. We're going to keep it under 10 minutes because I have a sales call in 18 minutes, so we got to make sure I have a little time to make sure I'm early for that because never want to be late for a sales call, especially with a lead. I feel pretty good about this one, so we will see how that goes. But anyway, like I said, today, so this morning I was answering a question on Quora. It was about what social media platforms do you use, why do you use them, and really like it was a simple question I thought, and I started answering the question. And eventually got to the point where, I'm going through, I went LinkedIn and then I went, what did I say? I said LinkedIn. Let's see what I said here. And by the way, I was super nervous to make a live about this because again, this is like this is the other side of the influencer slash content creator world. Is I actually got very scared about like talking about this because this shows me in a negative light. I haven't. I told myself I would do something, and even when I was answering this question, I felt a little bit of a oomph because I was like, this is kind of scary to talk about, which is creating content. So whether it's for LinkedIn or Twitter or Instagram, the first time you do it is always going to be a little bit nerve-wracking. You don't know exactly what you want to say each and every time. Even live the first time was very scary because you just don't know what people are expecting. You don't know how they'll actually, will they appreciate it, will they not, will they think you're weird, funny, all this fun stuff. So that is one of the biggest things that I think about when I do talk about stuff like this. So anyway, I was answering the question, I was going through it, and I got to TikTok, and I was thinking, I told myself I would be creating videos and really engaging with people on TikTok. Yet I don't think I've been doing that. I just, to be frank, haven't been doing that, and I couldn't understand why. And first, the excuses came rolling. I was like, "Oh, because I'm not creative enough," or "Oh, because someone might not appreciate this," or might think I'm weird, or I don't have a community, I don't have a following. And I went through all these excuses, and I probably had like 10 or 15 within the first 2 or 3 minutes. I just blurted out all these different types of excuses. And then I paused and I said, I had the same set of excuses when I was thinking about creating content for LinkedIn or for Instagram or for Facebook or for Twitter. I always go through these excuses like, oh, there are people who are better than me. Oh, they're smarter. Or there's just people who do it better than me. And I kept getting hung up on the creative element because TikTok inherently is a lot more creative than I'm used to, which is, you actually have to put a lot of thought into the content. In the beginning, I had to put a lot of thought into these lives, into the content I would make. I would have to do a lot of preparation. But now that I've been doing it for so long, it comes natural. And then you get in this habit of, oh, it's hard, so I should probably not do it, which is the wrong way to think about it. So after going through those excuses, I was thinking, I'm like, you know what, Nico, this is just excuses to not do. You're saying you're not a creative person, yet I know that I keep thinking about tons of ideas for LinkedIn. I try new different things, and I think everyone's a creative person in their own respect. And maybe maybe the content I've been consuming on TikTok have been a type of creative that I'm not. I'm trying to force myself, the round, what is it, the square peg into the round hole. I've been trying to force something in there that just isn't me. So I kid you not, and I wanted to share this because I think it's so important, which is, we'll read down here. Let's see if that syncs up a little bit. It took me maybe 36 seconds. I sat down and I told myself, I want you, Nico, I'm speaking to myself, to come up with 3 ideas. I want you to think about what are 3 things that you could create today. So instead of going every single day, why don't you pick Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or Monday, Friday, Saturday, whatever that is for you. Pick 3 days and then create content. So basically, I sat down and I came up with the 3 pretty interesting ideas, and it's based on content I've seen, and I've seen people like talk through it and do pieces like this. So I'm going to share them because I think, again, I sat down. These are my first iterations, and now the creative excuse is gone. Now that is completely wiped. Now it's not. Now if I don't do, it's just me not doing it or me being scared. And now that I know that there might be this scared feeling, it's good to make this public. Like, I'm scared, but I still want to do it because I tell people to do it here on LinkedIn, and I have to showcase the other side. Like, I'm actually terrified. I'm not, and that's the thing. Like, it's just like I'm just in my own head with this stuff, and I bet a lot of us have gone through this process where like, I don't know what to create, so I'm just not going to create. So 3 ideas I have is two scenes, right? One scene where the whole premise of the thing is what coffee be like, and it's making fun of like what people see coffee as, like, oh, it's good, and I enjoy the taste of coffee. But the other scene is like, you drink coffee because you want to get hype, you want to be very focused for the task at hand. So that's kind of where I'm going to take it. So one scene I'm going to just be enjoying it, and then next scene I'm going to be typing furiously. That is going to be my, again, that's in my thing. That's just the real side of coffee. The other one is a series I want to start because I'm huge on, individual pieces of content can be hard to create, but if you kind of weave them into a storyline and a series, it makes it a lot easier. So I have one that says blending in. It's called Blending In, and it's being like a transition from college student into the workforce. So I have this one where I'm going to be sitting in a car because I do when I travel for long distances. I do, or like when I go to work, whatever, I listen to the podcast because I think it's just a great excuse to see what's going on and learn, right? But scene one is going to be like listening to a podcast, and scene two is going to be me listening to EDM music, which I'm a huge fan of. The other one, kind of going with that theme of a series, I'm going to do one where I'm going to be sitting in the office and be working. For many of you don't know, I actually do longboard quite a bit. One of my other boards is here. But yeah, I longboard quite a bit, actually like almost every single day. So I'm going to actually be working, and then I'm going to grab the longboard, run out, and then start skating. So these are the 3 ideas that maybe took me 30 60 seconds to come up with, because I was just scribbling out a bunch of ideas, and these 3 seem pretty good for 5:30 a.m. But anyway, that's why I really wanted to do this live, because I have a lot of structure, and I bring again some great people onto these lives that I've really enjoyed. But the truth is, I can't hide the truth. Like, I can't cherry pick what things to share. I think the only way to be on these platforms is 100% transparent. Don't keep any skeletons in the closet. I've been telling people I've been doing market research on TikTok, and it's true. I thoroughly enjoy the platform. I like the content creators there, interacting with people, but I haven't been creating, which is definitely not my nature, and I use excuses to mask not doing. So these lives help me as much as they hopefully help you, and hopefully this, really helps. Oh, Sherry, don't worry. Don't worry. I will recap. So Sherry just logged on. What's up, Sherry? We're talking about my fear with actually my realization that I was using a ton of excuses to not create here on or actually on TikTok. So I've been saying that I've been doing market research continuously on this platform, and that's just been an excuse for not doing. I had a couple of excuses. I don't have the time. That's BS, to be honest, because that's what I talk about here. You only need 2 or 3 minutes a day. That wasn't creative enough. Came up, sat down and told myself, you need to come up with 3 ideas, write down 3 ideas. And this was at 5:30 a.m. And I got a couple, and now I just have to go implement. And these are super low stakes because I don't have a ton of followers on this platform. So I kind of just get to play around and basically play around and experiment, because I just don't know how everything is going to manifest, right? It could be great. It could be not. So yeah, that's the truth, my friends. Like I said, logging off. This one's very, very short, partly because I was enjoying the gym a ton and was not looking at the clock because I was just in the zone today. I was doing biceps and back and cardio, so I felt really good after that. And I looked and I was like, oh shoot, like I gotta do live. I can't let the people on live down, and I have to do the sales call. Actually, I get to do the sales call, so reframing the situation at hand. So I'm actually going to log off. I have a couple minutes before that sales call. So I'll keep you guys updated. But that's the thing, if you are feeling any hesitation with posting or anything like that, really dig down and understand why you're feeling like that. I'm gonna be honest, like I felt it with creating content on LinkedIn for the first time, or Instagram for the first time, or Twitter, LinkedIn. Like I said, it never gets easier, because then you have an ego, like, oh, I have all these followers and people who love me on LinkedIn. Why should I do TikTok? And in the back of my head, I know that it's a different outlet that's going to achieve different goals. So that's where we're going to end it today. Appreciate you all. Have the best day ever. Really, like that's where I want to leave you off. Have the best day ever. Try different things that scare you, as long as the ROI, you can see the ROI and you have a plan towards it. And don't let excuses get in the way, because often if you really dig down in those excuses, they're not the biggest things, and you're a lot more powerful than those excuses. So anyway, have a great Wednesday, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Make sure to tune in tomorrow. I have a very, very fun live presentation. It's going to be very, I'm super bad at secrets, so I just want to tell you guys what everything but everything is in there. And Chad, I have done my intro video challenge forever. That's how I got started here on LinkedIn, was creating content and 30-second intro video challenges. So I appreciate you for mentioning that. Sherry, thanks for being on. For everyone watching after I jump off, have the best day ever. Elliot, thanks for the like. Appreciate you all. Ended here. Fantastic day, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.